Welcome to America Who Died Today. Here, we remember the stars who left their mark on show business and culture. Don't forget to watch the videos till the end to catch all the interesting facts about their lives and careers, and leave your comments. We value your thoughts. Let's celebrate those who may be gone but will always remain in our hearts. Christian Oliver, born Christian Klepser on March 3, 1972, in Celle, Germany, was a German actor known for his roles in both television and film. Raised in Frankfurt am Main, Oliver's early life was shaped by his multicultural background and a natural affinity for performing arts. His career began in the modeling world, and after moving to the United States, he studied acting in both New York and Los Angeles, sharpening his skills in one of the most competitive industries in the world. Although he started in modeling, his passion for acting led him to pursue a full-time career in the field, a decision that would take him from Europe to Hollywood. Oliver's acting career began with early roles in American television, where he was known for his appearances in series like Saved by the Bell, The New Class, 1994 to 1995, where he played Brian Keller, and The Babysitter's Club, 1995, in which he portrayed Luca. These roles provided him with the foundation for his later success and showcased his ability to navigate between different genres, from teen comedies to family-friendly programming. His early television roles were followed by a series of significant projects in European cinema, which helped him build a more diverse portfolio. He starred in films like Eat Your Heart Out, 1997, where he played Daniel House, and Bombs Under Berlin, 1999, a German action thriller in which he portrayed Kali. These films helped establish Oliver as a rising star in the German entertainment industry. In 2002, Oliver was cast in the German action series Alarm für Cobra 11, also known as Cobra 11, where he played Jan Richter from 2002 until 2004. This role was pivotal in solidifying his reputation as a talented actor, capable of performing in fast-paced, action-heavy productions. The series, centered around the high-speed world of police work on Germany's Autobahn, became a major hit in Germany and brought international recognition to Oliver. His role on Cobra 11 was instrumental in launching his career, making him a household name in German-speaking countries and expanding his fan base across Europe. During his time on Cobra 11, Oliver diversified his career by taking roles in both television and film across various genres. He appeared in several notable films, such as Subject 2, 2005, in which he portrayed Adam Schmidt, and The Good German, 2006, where he played Emil Brandt. His appearances in international productions like Speed Racer, 2008, and Valkyrie, 2009, where he portrayed Sergeant Major Adam, showed that he was capable of working on a global scale and appealed to audiences outside of Germany. His role in Speed Racer, a visually striking live-action adaptation of the popular Japanese anime, allowed him to work with international stars and filmmakers, broadening his reach as an actor. Oliver's career continued to flourish with a variety of roles in films and television. In Ready or Not, 2009, he played Chris, and in Tribute, 2009, he portrayed Steve Chinsky, based on the popular Nora Roberts novel. He also starred in the 2011 film The Three Musketeers as a Venetian nobleman. Over the years, Oliver's filmography grew to include roles in movies such as House of Good and Evil, 2013, Ninja Apocalypse, 2014, and Hercules Reborn, 2014, solidifying his place as a versatile actor who could shift between genres and adapt to different types of characters. In addition to his film career, Oliver was involved in television projects like Sense8, 2015, where he played Steiner, and Timeless, 2016, in which he portrayed Werner von Braun, a character based on the real life German scientist and rocket engineer. These roles showed his ability to portray complex historical figures and further demonstrated his acting range. Throughout his career, Oliver also participated in a variety of international productions. He starred in Best Christmas Ball Ever, 2019, as Lucas and appeared in Hunters, 2020, as Wilhelm Zuches. He also took on roles in I Am Fear, 2020, as Polo, showcasing his versatility in thriller and drama genres. His final contribution to the film industry came in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, 2023, where he lent his voice to the film, participating in one of the most iconic franchises in cinematic history. Despite his significant accomplishments, Oliver's career was tragically cut short. On January 4, 2024, he was killed in a plane crash off the coast of Bequia, a small island in the Grenadines. The crash, which also claimed the lives of his two daughters, Medita and Anik, and the American pilot, Robert Sachs, took place while Oliver and his family were traveling on a four-seater Bellanca Viking plane. The incident was a devastating loss to his family, friends, and the entertainment world, and it has been confirmed that the crash is under investigation by the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines police force. Oliver's death shocked many in the entertainment industry and among his fans, leaving behind a legacy of diverse roles in film and television. He is remembered not only for his acting but also for his warmth and dedication to his craft. His portrayal of characters in both German and international productions brought him admiration and respect, and his contributions to projects across a variety of genres will continue to influence aspiring actors and filmmakers. His passing is a reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. Christian Oliver's impact on the entertainment industry will be remembered for years to come, and his work will continue to be celebrated by those who admired his talent and commitment to storytelling. His tragic death, along with that of his daughters, has left a deep void in the entertainment community, but his legacy as a talented and versatile actor will remain a testament to his dedication to his craft. Glynis Johns, born on October 5, 1923, in Pretoria, South Africa, is a distinguished actress known for her versatile and wide-ranging career in film, television, and theater. With a career spanning over 7 decades, she is celebrated for her remarkable presence in both comedic and dramatic roles. Over the years, she gained international recognition for her unique voice, engaging charm, and ability to bring memorable characters to life, becoming one of the most beloved actresses of her generation. Glynis Johns was born into a family steeped in the arts. Her father, the Welsh-born actor and director Mervyn Johns, was a respected figure in British cinema, and her mother, the South African-born actress and singer, was also involved in the performing arts. This familial environment provided the perfect backdrop for her early interest in acting and performance. Glynis was raised in London, and by the time she was a teenager, she had already begun to show her acting talent, appearing in local stage productions. At the age of 18, Glynis Johns made her film debut in the British film A Voice in the Night, 1945. However, it was her performance in The Sundowners, 1960, directed by Fred Zinnemann, that marked a turning point in her career. She played the role of an Australian woman, and her performance was widely praised. The film garnered several award nominations, and Glynis Johns' portrayal of a strong, independent woman became a career-defining moment. Glynis Johns' breakthrough came in 1954 when she starred in The Sundowners, a role for which she earned critical acclaim. The film, set in the Australian outback, is about a traveling sheep-shearing family, and Johns played the strong-willed, resourceful wife who supports her husband and son through a challenging lifestyle. This portrayal won her many fans, and she received nominations for various prestigious awards, including the BAFTA for Best British Actress. Her performance in this film solidified her reputation as one of the most talented actresses of her time. In addition to her film career, Glynis Johns also made a name for herself on the stage. She appeared in several notable productions, including The Female of the Species, 1946, which she performed in the West End. Her theatrical work helped further establish her as a multifaceted talent, and she continued to work on stage throughout her career, alternating between film, television, and live theater. While Glynis Johns was admired for her acting abilities, it was her distinctive voice that truly set her apart from other actresses. Known for her charming, somewhat breathy voice, Johns had a way of delivering lines that was uniquely her own. Her voice became her trademark and was particularly well suited to musical roles. One of her most famous roles, as the character of Winifred in the 1954 film The Happiest Millionaire, showcased her musical talents. She performed several songs in the film, displaying both her comedic timing and her ability to captivate audiences with her vocal abilities. Johns' career spanned not only into film and theater but also into television, where she appeared in a variety of roles. She was a frequent guest star on various British and American television programs, earning recognition for her consistent performances. In the 1960s, she appeared on American television in such iconic series as The Twilight Zone, where she starred in an episode titled The Four of Us Are Dying, showcasing her ability to adapt to different genres. In the 1970s, she appeared in the long-running British television series The Saint, where she portrayed various characters in multiple episodes. Her work in television solidified her reputation as a versatile and accomplished actress that in the 1980s and 1990s, Glynis Johns continued to have an active career, appearing in television shows, made-for-television films, and theater. Her most famous role during this period was as the witch in the popular Disney film Mary Poppins Returns, 2018, a sequel to the beloved 1964 classic. Her role as the quirky, lovable witch, despite her relatively brief appearance, added a touch of whimsy and charm to the film, reminding audiences of her unique ability to bring depth and humor to even the most minor of roles. The film garnered positive reviews and showcased that Glynis Johns had lost none of her magical appeal over the years that in addition to her extensive career in film, television, and theater, Glynis Johns also achieved considerable success as a voice actress. She lent her voice to various animated films and television series, including The Fairy Tales of the Brothers Grimm, 1974, and The Little Mermaid, 1989. In these projects, she once again displayed her ability to create memorable characters through her distinctive voice and wit. Her voice acting roles only served to expand her fan base and reinforce her status as a beloved figure in the entertainment industry. One of the defining aspects of Glynis Johns' career was her ability to evolve with the changing landscape of the entertainment industry. Unlike many of her peers, who may have been pigeonholed into certain types of roles, Johns managed to maintain a diverse career, constantly experimenting with different genres and formats. She was able to navigate between films, television, and the stage, proving that she was more than just a type of actress. Whether performing in dramatic roles or light-hearted comedic characters, Glynis Johns never seemed to lose her appeal. As an actress, Glynis Johns was known for her unique blend of grace, humor, and strength. While many actresses of her generation were defined by their beauty or acting talent alone, Johns was able to combine both elements with a distinct voice and presence that made her stand out in a crowded industry. She was a true character actress, able to disappear into a wide variety of roles, yet always leaving her mark. Her work remains influential to this day, and she continues to be celebrated for her contributions to the world of entertainment. In her personal life, Glynis Johns has led a relatively private existence. She married twice, first to actor and producer Henry Fonda in 1961, though the marriage was short-lived. She later married producer and writer, Ronald S. Cohn. Together, they had 2 children, both of whom have followed in their mother's footsteps, with one child pursuing a career in acting. Despite her fame, Glynis Johns has always been known for her modesty and private nature, preferring to keep her personal life out of the public eye. Throughout her career, Glynis Johns received numerous accolades and awards for her work. Her acting career, marked by her versatility and charm, was recognized both in the UK and internationally. In addition to her film and television roles, she was lauded for her contributions to the stage and her ability to transition seamlessly between different formats. She was even awarded honorary distinctions in recognition of her services to the arts, cementing her status as one of the most respected actresses of her generation. Glynis Johns' legacy in the entertainment industry is assured. She remains a revered figure in film and theater, and her contributions to the arts continue to inspire new generations of performers. Whether starring in classic films, performing on stage, or lending her voice to animated characters, Johns left a lasting impression on audiences and filmmakers alike. Today, Glynis Johns' career stands as a testament to her dedication, talent, and passion for her craft. The amazing Kreskin, born George Joseph Kresge Jr. on January 12, 1935, in Montclair, New Jersey, was an American mentalist who became a household name, particularly in the 1970s, due to his impressive feats of mind reading, mentalism, and suggestion. Though he was often described as a psychic, Kreskin was adamant that his skills were rooted in psychological techniques, not the paranormal. He presented himself as a mentalist whose powers came from suggestion, observation, and deduction, rather than supernatural abilities. Kreskin's career spanned more than half a century, making him one of the most recognized and enduring figures in the world of mentalism. Kreskin's early life laid the foundation for his future career. He was born to a Polish father and Sicilian mother and grew up with his younger brother in West Caldwell, New Jersey. His father worked in a battery manufacturing company, and Kreskin's childhood was marked by a strong academic background. He attended Seton Hall University, where he studied psychology. This field of study would later influence his career in mentalism, as he often incorporated psychological principles into his performances. He worked for several years as a clinical psychologist, but his passion for magic and mentalism ultimately led him to pursue a career in entertainment. Kreskin's journey into the world of mentalism was inspired by Lee Falk's comic strip Mandrake the Magician, which featured a crime-fighting stage magician who could manipulate minds and create illusions. Kreskin was captivated by the character and the concept of using mental powers for dramatic effect. By the time he was in his late teens, he had begun experimenting with mentalism techniques and creating his own performances. His big break came in 1964 when Kreskin appeared on The Steve Allen Show. This marked the beginning of a successful television career, where he would become a familiar face on popular talk shows throughout the next few decades. Kreskin made appearances on The Mike Douglas Show and The Merv Griffin Show with regularity, even being a guest on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson 88 times. It was Carson who gave him the iconic moniker, The Amazing Kreskin, cementing his status as a celebrity mentalist. Kreskin often joked about his appearances on The Tonight Show, noting that Carson was inspired to create the character of Karnak the Magnificent, a bumbling psychic who made humorous predictions, partly due to Kreskin's comedic presence on the show. In the 1970s, Kreskin's own television series, The Amazing World of Kreskin, brought him even greater fame. The show was produced in Ottawa, Canada, and aired from 1972 to 1975, capturing a large audience both in Canada and the United States. Kreskin's skill in creating suspenseful and intriguing mind-reading stunts made the show a popular hit. He continued to perform and make regular TV appearances, adapting his act to the changing media landscape. Kreskin's act was distinctive for several reasons. One of his most famous tricks involved him searching for his paycheck, which had been hidden somewhere in the audience. If he failed to find the check, he would not get paid. The trick became a hallmark of his performances, as Kreskin would use his powers of suggestion and observation to locate the envelope, often finding it within moments. He claimed to have only failed a handful of times in his long career, including one notable instance in 2018 when he was unable to find the check after a lengthy search during a performance in New York. Nevertheless, his confidence in his abilities remained intact, and his failures were often seen as part of the drama of his performances rather than evidence of a lack of skill. While Kreskin became known for his predictions, he made it clear that he did not claim to have any supernatural abilities. Unlike psychics who might claim to be able to communicate with the dead or read minds in a mystical sense, Kreskin's performances were based on his understanding of human behavior, psychology, and suggestion. He was particularly skilled at reading body language, detecting inconsistencies in speech, and using these cues to influence his audience's thoughts and actions. This rational explanation of his mentalist tricks helped differentiate him from other entertainers in the same field who relied on mysticism. In addition to his television work, Kreskin also made appearances in the 1980s and 1990s on late-night programs such as Late Night with David Letterman and The Howard Stern Show. He also appeared on Live with Regis and Kathy Lee more than 100 times. His charismatic personality and genuine enthusiasm for his craft made him a popular guest and kept him relevant in the public eye long after his initial rise to fame. Despite his popularity, Kreskin was not without his controversies. In 2002, he made a prediction that a massive UFO sighting would occur over Las Vegas on June 6 of that year. Kreskin claimed that thousands of people would witness the event, but when no such sighting occurred, he was forced to explain himself publicly. Kreskin later admitted that the prediction had been an experiment designed to test people's susceptibility to suggestion. He claimed that his prediction had come true, because some people reported seeing glowing orbs in the sky, although Kreskin's explanation was met with skepticism. This incident led to some criticism of Kreskin, with some accusing him of using his mentalism to manipulate the public for personal gain. Despite the occasional backlash, Kreskin's career continued to thrive. He remained a beloved figure in the world of mentalism, frequently appearing on television and continuing to perform live for his loyal fans. He even provided the voice for the Magic Tree in the animated series The Adventures of Little Billy, In Search of the Magic Tree in 2022, proving that he was still relevant well into his 80s. In 2024, Kreskin's health began to decline after a fall earlier in the year, and he ceased performing. He passed away on December 10, 2024, at the age of 89 from complications related to dementia. His death marked the end of an era for the world of mentalism, but his influence on the field will undoubtedly endure. Kreskin was never married and had no children, but he remained deeply connected to his fans throughout his life. He lived in New Jersey for most of his life, making it his base of operations for both personal and professional pursuits. His legacy as a mentalist who combined psychological principles with showmanship has cemented his place as one of the most enduring figures in the history of entertainment. In addition to his live performances, Kreskin wrote numerous books, including Kreskin's ESP booklet, 1967, and Kreskin's Mind Power Book, 1977, where he shared his knowledge of mentalism, psychology, and techniques for self-improvement. His books, which were often focused on teaching others the principles of mentalism, helped inspire new generations of magicians and mentalists. Kreskin's contributions to entertainment and mentalism are widely regarded as groundbreaking. Through his numerous TV appearances, his popular stage shows, and his books, he brought the art of mentalism into the mainstream, making it accessible to a broad audience. His ability to mix mind tricks with charisma and humor made him one of the most beloved figures in the world of magic and mentalism. Robert Corey Breyer, December 31, 1979 to November 24, 2024, was an American musician and sound engineer, best known as the drummer for the rock band My Chemical Romance. He was the longest-serving and final official drummer of the band, performing with them from 2004 until his departure in 2010. His time in the band coincided with their rise to global popularity, and his drumming became an integral part of the band's sound, especially on iconic albums like The Black Parade, 2006. Born in Chicago, Illinois, into a family with no direct ties to music, Breyer developed a passion for drumming at a young age. He performed in his school's marching and jazz bands, and was particularly influenced by renowned drummers like Neil Peart of Rush. After graduating from high school, Breyer attended the University of Florida, where he studied sound engineering. It was during this period that he started working as a sound engineer for various bands, which eventually led to his involvement with My Chemical Romance. Breyer's introduction to My Chemical Romance came in 2004 when the band was on tour with The Used. Originally a tour manager and sound engineer, he was asked to replace their former drummer, Matt Pelissier, shortly after the release of 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. At the time, Breyer had not played drums in several years, having focused solely on sound engineering. Nonetheless, he quickly adapted and relearned the band's repertoire, making his live debut with them shortly thereafter. Breyer's presence in My Chemical Romance was a defining one. He appeared in all the music videos for 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, except the original version of the video for I'm Not Okay. He was featured in the second version, and was instrumental in the recording and live promotion of the album. His contribution continued with The Black Parade, 2006, the band's commercial breakthrough and critically acclaimed concept album. The album not only marked a high point in the band's career but also showcased Breyer's dynamic drumming style, which became central to their sound. During the filming of the music video for Famous Last Words, Breyer was seriously injured. He suffered third-degree burns on his hands and legs after being too close to the flames used in the video's pyrotechnic scenes. Despite this, Breyer continued to tour with the band, though he did experience more health complications. Later in the same year, he was hospitalized with a staph infection caused by the injuries sustained while shooting the video. His commitment to the band during these trying times exemplified his dedication to both his bandmates and the fans. In 2007, Breyer faced another health challenge. While on the Black Parade World Tour, he began experiencing severe wrist pain, which led to complications that forced the band to cancel a show in Maine. He explained in a MySpace post that his wrist injury, which had been ongoing for years, had become worse, causing a golf ball-sized lump in his wrist and losing sensation in his fingers. Although Breyer had to sit out a part of the tour, the band continued with Pete Parada as a temporary replacement. Breyer returned to the tour for the final leg in 2008 after receiving treatment. In 2009, My Chemical Romance began working on their fourth studio album, which would later be known as Danger Days, The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys. However, in March 2010, Breyer announced that he had parted ways with the band. The decision came unexpectedly, and while it was acknowledged as painful for all involved, Breyer left the group amid personal and professional challenges. His departure marked the end of an era for My Chemical Romance, as he was their longest-serving drummer. Before leaving, Breyer had faced significant personal struggles, including the heartbreaking loss of one of his dogs due to a scam involving a dog trainer. This tragedy affected his relationship with the band and his mental health, contributing to his decision to leave. Breyer's sadness and anger following the incident led him to feel disconnected from the group, ultimately affecting his ability to continue touring and performing with them. After his departure, Breyer remained involved in the music industry behind the scenes, working with several bands in a non-performing capacity. In 2014, he officially retired from music and transitioned into a career as a real estate agent. His decision to step away from the public eye was, in part, due to the ongoing wrist issues that had plagued him during his time with My Chemical Romance. He also expressed a desire to pursue something new in his life. Despite his retirement, Breyer occasionally expressed interest in returning to music, though he largely stayed away from performing. Breyer's connection to My Chemical Romance remained even after his departure. In 2016, the band teased a potential reunion with a cryptic video leading up to the reissue of the Black Parade. The video sparked rumors of a comeback, but it turned out to be a reissue of the iconic album with unreleased demos and live tracks. Breyer participated in an interview that year, his first since leaving the band, where he reminisced about the band's past and shared stories from their time recording and touring the Black Parade. This reissue would also mark the last time Breyer was directly involved in the band's official activities. In 2020, Breyer took part in a tribute to the late Neil Peart, his childhood idol and inspiration, recalling the profound impact Peart had on his drumming and musical journey. By 2021, Breyer officially retired from drumming, citing his ongoing wrist issues and his desire for new challenges in life. Throughout his life after My Chemical Romance, Breyer remained dedicated to causes close to his heart, especially animal rescue. He actively supported dog charities and sanctuaries, even auctioning off his prized drum kit and other memorabilia for charity. In 2021, he auctioned his uniform from the Black Parade, with the proceeds going toward animals affected by Hurricane Ian. Breyer's commitment to helping those in need extended far beyond his music career, showing his compassionate side. Sadly, on November 24, 2024, Breyer passed away at the age of 44. His cause of death has not been officially disclosed, but his passing marked the end of a significant chapter in the history of My Chemical Romance and in the music industry. The band and his fans mourned the loss of the talented drummer, who had contributed so much to the band's success and to the lives of those who admired him. Breyer's legacy lives on through his music, his influence on the band, and his dedication to his passions outside of music. As the longest-serving drummer of My Chemical Romance, he remains an integral part of the band's history, and his contributions to albums like The Black Parade will continue to be celebrated by fans around the world. Brad Pitt, born William Bradley Pitt on December 18, 1963, in Shawnee, Oklahoma, is one of Hollywood's most iconic and versatile actors. Over a career spanning more than 3 decades, Pitt has become synonymous with star power, earning widespread acclaim for his performances, his contributions as a producer, and his role as a cultural icon. Known for his striking looks, natural charisma, and ability to embody a wide range of characters, Pitt has solidified his place as one of the most talented and influential figures in the entertainment industry. Pitt grew up in Springfield, Missouri, in a conservative, middle-class family. His father, William Alvin Pitt, owned a trucking company, and his mother, Jane Etta, was a school counselor. Raised in a religious household, Pitt attended Kickapoo High School, where he was involved in various extracurricular activities, including sports, student government, and debate. After graduating, he enrolled at the University of Missouri, where he majored in journalism with a focus on advertising. However, just 2 weeks before earning his degree, Pitt decided to pursue a career in acting and moved to Los Angeles, a decision that would change the trajectory of his life. In Los Angeles, Pitt started out like many aspiring actors, taking odd jobs to make ends meet while attending acting classes. Early in his career, he landed small roles in television shows such as Dallas, 21 Jump Street, and Growing Pains. Though these roles were minor, they helped him gain experience and visibility. Pitt's breakthrough came in 1991 with his role in Thelma and Louise, directed by Ridley Scott. Playing the charming and seductive drifter J.D., Pitt left an indelible impression, despite having limited screen time. His shirtless scenes and magnetic presence made him an overnight sensation, earning him a reputation as a Hollywood heartthrob. Following the success of Thelma and Louise, Pitt began to establish himself as a leading man. In 1992, he starred in A River Runs Through It, directed by Robert Redford. The film showcased Pitt's acting range and marked a turning point in his career, proving that he was more than just a pretty face. His performance as Paul McLean, a rebellious young man struggling with addiction and family expectations, earned praise from critics and audiences alike. This was followed by roles in Legends of the Fall, 1994, and Interview with the Vampire, 1994, further solidifying his status as a major star. In 1995, Pitt delivered one of his most memorable performances in Seven, directed by David Fincher. Starring alongside Morgan Freeman, he played Detective David Mills, a rookie cop investigating a series of gruesome murders based on the 7 deadly sins. The film was a critical and commercial success, and Pitt's portrayal of Mills showcased his ability to tackle dark, intense roles. That same year, he starred in 12 Monkeys, a science fiction thriller directed by Terry Gilliam. Pitt's performance as Jeffrey Goins, a mentally unstable activist, earned him his first Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor and demonstrated his willingness to take on unconventional and challenging roles. The late 1990s saw Pitt continuing to diversify his filmography. In 1997, he starred in 7 Years in Tibet, a biographical drama about Austrian mountaineer Heinrich Harrer. Though the film received mixed reviews, Pitt's dedication to the role, including learning the German accent and undergoing physical transformations, highlighted his commitment as an actor. In 1999, he reunited with David Fincher for Fight Club, a film that would go on to achieve cult status. Playing Tyler Durden, a charismatic and anarchistic soap salesman, Pitt delivered one of his most iconic performances. While the film initially polarized critics, it has since been regarded as a modern classic, with Pitt's portrayal of Durden becoming a defining moment in his career. The 2000s marked a period of continued success and reinvention for Pitt. In 2001, he starred as Rusty Ryan in Ocean's 11, a stylish heist film directed by Steven Soderbergh. The film was a massive hit, spawning 2 sequels and showcasing Pitt's natural charm and comedic timing. His chemistry with co-stars George Clooney, Matt Damon, and Julia Roberts added to the film's appeal. During this time, Pitt also took on roles in epic films such as Troy, 2004, where he played the legendary warrior Achilles, and Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 2005, an action comedy in which he starred opposite Angelina Jolie. The latter film not only became a box office success but also marked the beginning of his highly publicized relationship with Jolie. In addition to his acting career, Pitt ventured into producing through his production company, Plan B Entertainment, which he co-founded in 2001. The company quickly established itself as a powerhouse, producing critically acclaimed films such as The Departed, 2006, which won the Academy Award for Best Picture, and 12 Years a Slave, 2013, another Best Picture winner. Pitt's involvement as a producer showcased his keen eye for compelling stories and his dedication to supporting diverse voices in the industry. Pitt's performances during the 2000s and 2010s further cemented his reputation as one of Hollywood's finest actors. In The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, 2008, directed by David Fincher, he played a man who ages in reverse, a role that earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. In Inglourious Bastard, 2009, directed by Quentin Tarantino, he delivered a memorable performance as Lieutenant Aldo Raine, a charismatic leader of a group of Nazi hunters. His collaboration with Tarantino continued in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 2019, where he played Cliff Booth, a laid-back stuntman. This role earned Pitt widespread acclaim and his first Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, cementing his status as a screen legend. Beyond his acting and producing accomplishments, Pitt is also known for his humanitarian efforts and environmental advocacy. He has been involved in various charitable initiatives, including the Make It Right Foundation, which he co-founded to rebuild homes in New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina. He has also supported global causes, such as efforts to combat poverty and provide aid to refugees. Pitt's commitment to making a positive impact off-screen reflects his desire to use his platform for good. Pitt's personal life has often been a topic of intense media scrutiny. His marriages to Jennifer Aniston and later Angelina Jolie were highly publicized, and his relationship with Jolie, in particular, attracted significant attention due to their status as one of Hollywood's most powerful couples. The couple, often referred to as Brangelina, adopted and raised 6 children together before their eventual divorce in 2016. Despite the challenges in his personal life, Pitt has remained focused on his career and family, often speaking about his journey toward self-improvement and personal growth. As of today, Brad Pitt continues to be a prominent figure in Hollywood, both as an actor and a producer. His ability to adapt and evolve over the years, combined with his undeniable talent and charisma, has ensured his enduring relevance in an ever-changing industry. Whether he's portraying complex characters on screen, championing meaningful stories behind the scenes, or advocating for important causes, Pitt's contributions to cinema and society are undeniable. Brad Pitt's legacy is one of versatility, resilience, and excellence. From his early days as a rising star to his current status as an industry veteran, he has consistently pushed the boundaries of his craft, earning the admiration of peers and fans alike. As he continues to take on new challenges and explore different facets of storytelling, Pitt remains a symbol of what it means to be both a consummate artist and a compassionate human being. Thank you for watching this video. May the memory of these outstanding people continue to inspire us all. We cannot change the course of time, but we can keep in mind their contribution and significance. If this video has affected you or you want to know more, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment. Let's continue to share their stories and keep the memory of them together. See you soon, and remember that those we love never leave without a trace.